This video is for adult collectors. Hi everyone, this is a video review of the Beyblade Burst Quaddrive Vanish Fafnir F7. I'm going to show you all the sides of the box. And as you can see on the back, it says it's a stamina type with the armor tip on and a balance type without the armor tip. And just like with the previous bear reviewed, it's got a red launcher. Doesn't have a raw sticker because I paid full price for this at Target. It's also the same type of bay as the Stone Lindworm, stamina and balance. So let's take a look at the bay itself. Next, right here it is. It's a very beautiful looking Beyblade. Wait, I forgot to put the armor tip back on. I was doing quite a bit of testing here. As you can see, it's a nice flat tip here, so I guess sort of a balance between attack and stamina or defense without the armor tip. And then I'm going to put this stuff back on. Then I'm going to show you how compared to the other Fafnirs I have. So here is and here's the Speedstorm Fafnir, you know, the one that keeps bursting a lot. But this is, we may notice that this one has some, does have some hollow parts, unlike the Speedstorm one. We'll see how well this holds up when I test it later in this video. Then we'll also compare it to the Pro Series one. The Pro Series one looks more like the Speedstorm one, though there are some similarities. They similar looking designs and colors, although the quad one does seem to use a more translucent plastic for the middle of the top layer, and also it has some green for some reason. So now that we've taken a look at the bay, let's get Stadium out and see how good it actually does. Alright, so I'm going to test out these two Fafnirs against each other. So remember, this one has part of its outer ring hollow, but we'll see how well it holds up against the Speedstorm one. Like I said, I did some testing before, and so far this hasn't broken. So hopefully it holds up during the course of this video. And of course, since these are both left spin balance type, I decided to use the smaller stadium. That way we have more clashing going on in the, despite them going in different directions. So I have to get this in here. Let's crank this up a bit to make sure it's secure. Don't want the bay falling off. Then we'll launch these. Remember, this is this one has some part of it's hollow, but this one is the one of the Speedstorm bays that bursts the most, if not is the bay that bursts the most of all the Speedstorm Beyblades I have. So let's test it out. Actually surprised how well the Speedstorm one holds up. Let's try a different order. But it does look like it's halfway to bursting, so let's rotate this back here. Still seems to do pretty well against its Quaddrive counterpart. Let's try this again in the opposite order. Okay. Looks like the Speedstorm one actually does really well against its Quaddrive counterpart. Let's try it out against the Pro Series one. So that means we're gonna. See how they do. Looks like the Pro Series won. Let's see. Okay. Then I'm going to also test it out against the Stone Lindworm. So they're both similar type bays. So let's get the quad. The bigger stadium here. Let's see if I can get a more top-down view of this. Alright, so we're going to have both bays with their armor tips on for the first battle. So they'll both be stamina type, so I think it's just a matter of them clashing next to each other till one of them stops. I really like this quad creature set stadium. Really has a lot of room for both of them to move around once get them both into their balance modes, and also there's no pockets, so they'll just keep fighting till one of them can't spin no more. So let's see right here. Then where's the other bay? Okay. Oh wait. All right. Let's do this. So as predicted, they're just bumping next to each other. Let's see. Okay, seems like Fafnir lasted a bit longer there. Let's try the opposite order, make sure. Fafnir really is the stronger of the two. Taking care to launch these away from each other, so they'll be at full strength when they clash. Looks to be pretty even, and oh right, I forgot to mention Lindworm still has a problem where it bursts easily. Let's try this again. Just one more time. So, because I already crammed in, use up some time to compare this to the other Fafnirs. So, let's see. It seems that despite having the ring being quite hollow, it's still holding up really well. Actually, I just want to. Actually, now I've decided to just test it again, just to make sure which one's the stronger one. So, let's see. Crank this up. It's right. But at least I'm having fun doing this. That's what I love about Beyblade. Having fun seeing these tops clash. Oof. I guess Fafnir definitely is the stronger one. So, what do I do? Well, since we got the driver off, let's take it off. Let's have these in their respective balance modes. Lindworm is pretty frail, but I think we'll get a good clashing going on in the next battle. Anyways, so let's get this. Then oof. It's terrible. Okay. Let's see if I remember which weight ring goes where. All right. Well, that was definitely not a good clashing. Well, let's try again. So I think the problem is that when they're both in their balance modes, they're really aggressively clash hitting into each other, which makes them more prone to bursting. So let's try this again. And there we go. Wow, that was just a mess. Okay, let's try that. One more time. I think Hasbro's gonna make balance and attack types. It should be less prone to bursting. Otherwise, they'll eventually burst before they stop spinning. They hit into something else repeatedly. Let's see. Left. Spin. Okay, let's get this started. Okay, that was much better. I think Fafnir had a worse ending that time. Let's try this again. So let's try this again. Ouch. This one didn't even come any closer to bursting. Interesting. Let's try it one more time. Make sure which is the tougher Beyblade. It's probably seems to be Lindworm right now. Let's try one more time to make sure. Okay. Let's get these in their apex modes. That seemed to twist in way too easily. I'm concerned it's gonna burst even easier in Apex mode. So but anyways, let's continue on with the testing. So, right, this is it's been Bay, so right, they're both in their Apex modes now. Let's hope get more of a fight this time out of both. Okay. Seems to do much better in Apex mode. Let's get the stamina tip back on it. Let's see. All right. It's time for the last test, so let's do this. Okay. Looks like Fafnir did better that time too. So overall, I think this is an almost alright Beyblade. Did well against Stone Lindworm in every battle except the one when they were both in their core balance modes. It's really a nice design, just like the previous Fafnirs, or like the colors and the design. It's also hollow, but the ring still holds up well during games, even if it may not be as good as the other Fafnirs. Please like this video, and if you do, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's it for my review. Bye.